my X-Half camera. If you don't want to waste money on a toy, I have a solution if you want to shoot vertical shots. A better solution than Fujifilm X-Half and a better solution from my point of view than any other Fujifilm small camera dedicated to street photography. So you want a tilt screen and a camera that is able to shoot in vertical mode, keeping it horizontal, and also you want a camera ultra light on you to take it with you and to make street pictures. So let's talk about this now. Hi there, Tudor Matescu here. In this video I want to share with you my experience in street photography using this light camera from Olympus with a very small and compact lens. So I've used this lens and this body, but the trick is that you can use any lens to shoot in vertical mode. But I've chose this for my settings, and I do feel that this lens or this lens will be very close to the X-Half field of view. So this was my combo, very light in the hand, very light, a pleasure to use. The ergonomics are really great because you have here a nice grip and all it's very nice. So what is my setup? My setup, it is the Olympus OMD EM10 Mark IV plus Lumix 14mm f2.4, so a pancake, ultra pancake lens that has great image quality. I've did a review regarding this lens. It's rendering like a Leica lens, I would say. It has that Leica bite, that Leica micro contrast in it. So the glass from this lens, it's really great, and also the AF is really great. So why I said that this is a great street camera that will replace Fujifilm small cameras like Fujifilm X-F10, like Fujifilm X70, that lots of people are wanting that camera and they are hoping that Fujifilm will make an reiteration of that camera. So first, what that camera had on it that people are wanting it? It had a 28 equivalent lens. Here it is a 28mm lens, and it's an extraordinary lens, a very good lens. And I had X-F10, and I feel that this is as close in image quality as the X-F10 lens, but of course on a micro four thirds sensor, but with the advantages that a micro four thirds sensor it's bringing to photograph. So 28mm field of view. X-F10 and X70 had flash. Look here, this camera also has flash. So flash on the go. Yes, they were pocketable, but also this is pocketable or easy to take with you. Let's be serious, even if you have a pocketable camera like Ricoh, like X-F10, like any other camera, with the mobile phone and with other stuff that you have on you, you really need to have a small camera bag or some kind of bag to carry them all. You can't pack all in your pockets. Let's be serious. So this is pocketable in a autumn jacket, this is pocketable in a winter jacket, and so on. And I've used it in my pocket. So it's ultra light, so very important. So this is why I'm saying this it's replacing those Fujifilm cameras, but more than that, you can shoot this screen, which touch to shoot, and you are able to see here that I have the camera in the vertical mode, and I will show you immediately how you can do this. The AF of this camera, it is way better than any other Fujifilm camera out there, and more better than X70, X-F10, and so on. So very reliable AF, even with this lens that it's not focusing as fast as other pancake and small micro four thirds lenses, as 70mm f1.8 from Olympus. And talking about this lens, I also must add that this lens, it has great image quality, as good as the X100V lens from my point of view at f1.7, but you'll be able to zone focus this lens because you have a true focus clutch. Boom. Now this lens, it can be manual focused with a hard stop at infinity, and it's small, ultra light, and you have markings for zone focusing. So you can use this lens on Olympus and zone focus like you are doing on Ricoh, on X-F10, on X70, with a 35mm field of view at f1.7 with great image quality. So again, versatility at another level. More than that, you have all kinds of film simulations baked in the camera. They aren't at the level of a Fujifilm camera, but you have grainy film that I really like a lot how it's rendering. And also you have some color film that I really like how it's rendering, and I'm showing pictures with the color film and with the grainy film. And also you have a touch to shoot tilt screen, and the touch to shoot, it's very fast. More than that, you have IBIS. I can hand hold this camera with a wide lens at least 5 seconds. I can get shots that I will not be able to get with other small cameras like Ricoh, like XF10, like X70. That cameras don't have IBIS. Yes, Ricoh has IBIS, but it isn't at the level of a Micro Four Thirds camera. So the versatility of this Micro Four Thirds camera, it is untouchable. So regarding versatility and how this camera can replace the small Fujifilm cameras, I think it's very obvious for everybody. If you aren't a Fujifilm fanboy, this is the camera to get and to go, because sky is the limit with this camera. Also, it's very easy to edit the raw files. Now, this camera also is shooting in vertical format, in 3x4. So you can put this camera to shoot in 3x4 format, and more than that, you can also add a border to your frame. So this is a huge advantage here. But more than that, you have RAW files, you don't have just JPEG files. So this is a true camera for photographers. Not that gimmicky, from my point of view, X-Half camera. That camera isn't for photographers, and I'm okay with that camera. I don't want to criticize that camera. But when you are saying that that camera it is for photographers, I'm sorry, I feel that you are lying. That camera isn't for photographers. That camera it is for people that are wanting to have fun with a toy. It's not for photographers. This is a camera for photographers. This has JPEG and RAW files. And when you are shooting in 3x4 format with this camera, you have the JPEG file, but also you have the RAW file. And if you didn't make the composition well, big surprise, you can crop the RAW file again and adjust your composition. So this is huge deal. If you missed the shot, you can adjust the composition, and more than that, you can adjust exposure, colors, make it a color picture or make it a black and white picture. So the versatility of this camera, it is really huge when you want to shoot vertical shots. By the way, if you want to make better photos, you must know that it's not about the gear. It's about composition. It's about light. It's about seeing with your eyes and pre-visualizing the picture. So for this, I've recently launched a course with my techniques to get better pictures. So if you want to learn to make better pictures and especially composition, why not join my Photography Academy? To get access to my course, you must be subscribed to my channel and join my membership Photography Academy level. When you'll have that level, you'll have access to my street photography composition course, where I show you how I am making the pictures and where I teach you how to make the same picture. So I'm telling you why a picture is good and why it's working and why I've decided to keep it in color or to keep it in black. So you learn lots of tips and techniques if you are joining the membership program. And more than that, joining my membership, it means that any premium course that I will launch, you'll have access to it. So join now my TM Photography Academy by subscribing to my channel and hit the join button from YouTube. And now let's get to the experience, how it is to use this camera to get vertical pictures. Well, the experience, of course, it's great. Also, this camera is great for street photography in general, and the experience for street photography with this camera, it is untouchable, but in the vertical mode, even more fun and even more easy to use, because I am able to touch the screen and take pictures. I'm able to see very easy my composition, and because this camera has a 4/3 sensor, that it's a taller sensor, it was very easy for me to compose using this wide lens. So very easy for me to compose and take pictures with the shutter button or with the screen and with this lens. And of course, it will work very easy with other lenses if you want a tighter field of view. So sky is the limit with this Micro Four Thirds camera. It really is. And more than that, why I do feel that nowadays Micro Four Thirds cameras are more reliable than they were back in the days is that we have the AI that is helping reduce the noise. So if we have a sensor that has more noise than an APS-C or a full frame sensor, and this is an old sensor on this camera, then we can use AI to get rid of that noise when it is necessary. But in general, in the majority of time, when you aren't shooting in dark, ultra dark conditions, you will not need to use AI to get rid of the noise. The Lightroom is doing a real great job. Also, Capture One, amazing job. The details that Capture One is bringing from this Micro Four Thirds sensor are outstanding, at least. So why not use this camera? And also the Olympus colors are very pleasing, very pleasing. And of course, if you want the latest camera from OM system, you have OM5 Mark II now, and also you have OM3, beast of the cameras. And you have the lenses. This is what I want to get, and probably I will touch more on other videos. On the Micro Four Thirds system, you have the lenses that will not frustrate you, the lenses that will give you trust and the right expectations. You know what to expect regarding build quality, you know what to expect regarding AF, you know what to expect regarding the end results. And the way that a Micro Four Thirds camera is rendering, it's really special, especially when it comes to street photography and to nature, landscape photography, and so on. So they have a special rendering that I really like a lot, but more than that, I am in love in editing the Micro Four Thirds files with the DxO Nick Silver suite. So I'm really liking a lot how this sensor it's rendered in the Nick Silver suite. I'm really loving the film-like pictures that I'm able to get with Nick Silver. Of course, I can get similar pictures with other cameras, but by the way, these files being smaller, it's very easy for me to edit them and to take them where I want, and I'm not wasting time. I'm just getting nice, usable, printable files that I can enjoy and share them online, and also in prints and in big prints, how I've showed in my other videos. So anyway, a true camera for photographers that is able to shoot half frames. So if you're liking content like this, please subscribe now to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter, leave me your comments, and what is free and is helping this channel to grow, it is to watch my next videos. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.